And then in 1991, the For Life album comes out.
Yeah.
Why'd you guys decide to do the whole backwards
You know something? We was on a tour bus. That 89, I remember I wrote the name down. And then I put it in the mirror. The name of the album, I put it in the mirror. And Cube or somebody said, "Oh, you finally did something. That is great." That's what they did. They wrote it backwards. You know, because we really didn't want to say "in for life," you know, out. So we just "E for zagging." That's how it sounds when you say it backwards. And I remember that day. That was the name of the album way before it even was done.
Yeah, I mean, it was a hell of an album. It went #1 on Billboard and actually shipped gold.
Yeah. I mean, think about this. That album was better production. We grown up on the production, but it was better than Straight Outta Compton. But Straight Outta Compton was a better album because it was the original. That's what I think.
Yeah, no, I mean, I know what you mean because the production was a lot more polished.
Oh, yeah.
There was a lot more kind of keyboard work on
real
this and
instrument, real guys playing stuff.
Yeah.
No samples. Hardly no samples.
Yeah, it sounded like it. And when you hear, like, for example, The Chronic, you could kind of see the progression from For Life.
Yeah.
There's definitely a more similar sound.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you're right. Straight Outta Compton, I thought was a more powerfully produced album.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I could see how the production might be technically better.
Yeah.
But, like, there was no Straight Outta Compton. A song, there was like a Straight Outta Compton song on that second album.
Yeah.
That just had that level of strength and energy, in my opinion.
And somebody on that album, somebody counted how many times we said the N-word. They counted all of them. I'm just like, wow.
And I guess when you guys did the video for Approach to Danger, the Hughes brothers were actually the camera people on it.
Yeah, the Hughes brothers was around trying to make a little B movie or whatever they were trying to do. I remember them around a lot.
Yeah.
And then I hear years later, hey man, they doing movies?
Right.
Like these the same two brothers?
Yeah, the twins. And I mean, one of the Hughes brothers actually did the Defiant Ones with Dre.
Oh, I didn't know
later
that.
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
They
did a lot of pretty big movies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot of big movies. I'm just like, that's the same guy.
Menace to Society.
Yeah. Eli Book or
Dead Presidents.
Oh yeah, all kind of.
A lot of shit.
Yeah.
A lot of shit. They started with you guys.
Man, actually Approach the Danger. Yeah. Because it was just, I remember going in the studio, putting that together, just editing video clips from. They used to have a little 8mm camera and taking little crazy little shots, and I just put it together, and it was a video.
Well, and the group broke up after that.
It actually was broke up before that.
Aha.
When I did that, when we made the home video, NWA's home video, in Approach to Danger video I put together, the group was already broke up. It really was technically broke up.
Right. And you talked about in the book how are you going to break up at #1? Usually when groups break up, it's,
Think about it. What big rockers or metal or what? Nobody breaks up when they on top.
No.
They break up when they down at the bottom fighting each other or whatever's going
right.
on. But at #1, that's amazing.
I mean, why? #1, you ship gold. I mean, you have the #1 album in the country of any genre in the entire United States of America out of all the major label albums and all the money that goes into pushing albums to #1, labels buying their own copies and all the crazy shit that happens in the music industry. You guys are #1 and also the center of attention, period.
Yeah.
Why break up?
You know what it is? It wasn't the group itself. The group was never mad at each other. Mm-hmm. I don't care what people say. We never had an argument, never had a problem. There's always somebody on the outside looking over the shoulders what they can get out of it. So they get in different people's ear. That's what it was. It wasn't the group. It was the outsiders. Put them into whatever happened, whatever was said. That's what broke up the group. That's the only thing that broke up. Plus a couple of little extra things, like we were supposed to do the tour with Guns N' Roses. Mm-hmm. A couple of shows in Florida. $25,000 for 10,000 for a 10-minute set. $25,000 back in 91. That's excellent. We'll take that. But Mr. Manager wanted $50,000. So they backed out. It didn't happen. If that tour, if we could have got on Guns N' Roses tour, they did all stadiums. They didn't do arenas. They did stadiums.
Yeah.
I think the group might have stayed together for a while. But that was like the last nail on the coffin. Because me and Dre wanted to get back on the road.
Yeah.
That was our life, was the road. Not the studio. The road was it. But it never happened.
Right. And you said in the book that you guys just never argued.
Yeah.
There was no arguments. There was no fist fights. There was no beefing over girls.
None of that. Yeah, we was like all brothers, family, locked tight, this tight. That's how we was. But other people penetrated. That's what happened.